How do you order food for the office these days? How do you make sure it's on time and as ordered? How can you get it individually packaged? How? EasyCater. When you order on EasyCater.com, the food comes as ordered and on time 98% of the time. And when there's a problem, which is practically never,
thank you for calling EasyCater.
you can reach someone in about 9 seconds. How do you order 24/7 from more than 80,000 restaurants? How? EasyCater. Order 24/7 on EasyCater.com.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
Hello, amigo. Welcome to show number 2,905. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, Robin Fox, and my cock. Montgomery! That's it. We're in the men's room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes celebrates Oktoberfest. Noah Sherlock is back. Get ready to play Profile This. Plus headlines, a men's room shot of the day, fun listener emails, and everyone's favorite TV time with Ted. Clap. You're going to joke. All right, here we go. Nebraska man under arrest for public intoxication. So he opens a can of malt liquor in the back of a police cruiser. Meanwhile, the seal that slapped an octopus on a kayaker. Yeah, he is a bit of a bruiser. Canadian military okays beards as long as they are not too hipster style. A man has a fake 100 hidden where his butt does smile. And pot thieves get the old high school oregano treatment. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. Today is the day that we play Big Dummy, a game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us. We will spin the category wheel. We will spin the category wheel. Thank you, Ted. Best in the business. And then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, to date, our biggest dummy ever is the lovely and talented Josh, who sailed the 7 seas of stupid and answered 20 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
Big contestant to play Big Dummy. Call 844-999-OLA. You can like The Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bitches. You're listening to the men's room.
Hold it, Joel's hand. Away we go. Welcome to show number 2,905. What a large and charged program we have for you today. As once again, the head chef is in the house. Ted's Meat and Potatoes. Man, oh man, what a special meat and potatoes. We have
for
the
us.
one and only Uli from Uli's World Famous Sausages at Pike Place Market coming in to talk and celebrate Oktoberfest, as Oktoberfest is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Ted, I know as far as an unofficial month-long celebration.
Correct.
This would have to be, I would guess, one of your favorites. You're a fan of the soft pretzel.
Soft pretzels, sausages.
You often
There's
go
nothing
to
bad
yours.
about this. There's nothing bad about this.
No, there's
Lederhosen.
big mugs of beer.
There's one bad thing about this, be Lederhosen.
Are we going to be able to enjoy a lager in the Oktoberfest fashion coming up with Ted's Meat and Potatoes? I sure
Yeah, I mean,
am
that's
thirsty.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Let's make the executive decision. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Okay, so we're going to have beer. Let's get them cold. Some in-room red going there. So is Brian coming in as well? Do we know? Is Brian will be here? Brian and Uli? All right, wonderful. And by the way, if you have not tried
having two chefs in
the men's room sausage at Uli's world-famous sausages at Pike Place Market, a couple ways you can get them. Number one, if you download the men's room app, which is absolutely free, you can order the sausages.
And worth every penny.
By the pound right to your door. Now, if you're not familiar with the sausage, quick review, all right? Uli was looking for a delicious beer at one point in time to put into his world-famous sausage, and he wanted to make a beer broth, more or less, all right? So we do not know Uli at this point in time, but Uli is going to try all kinds of different beers until he finds the beer.
Independently, though, we all shop there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, without question.
But I never met the guy, sure.
But he's looking for something, and this has nothing to do with us or the Elysian Men's Room Red. But lo and behold, they try the Elysian Men's Room Red and put it into the casing and their meat combination, and this is the beer that sets it off right.
I want you to really absorb what you're saying. You are made of meat, therefore adding Men's Room Original Red to you, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Would make you delicious, is my point.
And of all the beers that were tried from different places, the Men's Room Red worked the best.
Mm-hmm.
So then we got together with Uli, and then Uli said, hey, man, let's put the beer in there. Then they talked to Elysian, and out comes a Men's Room original sausage.
It tastes better than it sounds.
With a portion of the net proceeds benefiting our friends at the Fisher House. So every time you're grilling up the sausage, you're doing a hell of a lot of good. So Uli, who is a sausage, a sausage master, what do they call him?
Sausagier.
A sausagier. The master sausage.
That's not what they call him.
It is now.
Well, you're the head chef.
He is a master sausagier.
Look, he had to do, he was an apprentice in Germany for years and years and years and years and years just to be able to be considered to be a sausageologist. Which I think is what they call him.
Yes, sausageology.
Sausageology.
I thought he's a sausage.
He's a sausagist. He's a sausagist. He's a sausagist.
Okay.
Yes.
Charcuter?
It's a charcuter.
I don't know.
Yes.
So but you're right. He is like a master.
He is
sausage
an official master sausage maker by the specifics, which are very hard. It's almost like getting a doctorate.
This isn't garage sausage.
No, this is garage sausage.
No, it's not that.
But I would love to find some just to see, just for the risk factor.
Jimmy's garage sausage.
One of you will be sick tonight. Okay, I'll try it. So we're going to celebrate Oktoberfest coming up with Ted's Meat and Potatoes. No West Sherlock is coming up, another round of Profile This. And we'll drink a little early today as we celebrate Oktoberfest, but we will in fact drink and toast with the shot of the day. And today is the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. You're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. We spin the category wheel. You have no idea how many times we change these categories. You think Jeopardy changes categories a lot? Man, oh man, these categories,
got nothing on us.
They're constantly changing, but we still make it an easy game. All you have to do is just get one question right. Our biggest dummy so far is the lovely and talented Josh. It took him 20 questions to get one correct. Now, what you need to know about Big Dummy is every time we play, we like to do a little side action, a little side game in it. And we call it
to do side action.
A little side action, you know what I'm saying? A little action on the side. Men's Room Poll is what we call it. And we ask you a random question every week. Last week, we wondered if you were to be kidnapped, what do you think would be a reasonable range as far as what someone would be willing to put up for your ransom money? So we decided to start with the very bottom. So we said $1 to $1,000 would be bracket number one. So between $1 and $1,000, and this is look, you might think you're worth, $100,000, but if no one has $100,000 to pay for it, that you know that's a friend or family, you're probably worth about $10.
Right.
I mean, that's just the way it's going to go down. Second choice would be $1,000 to $10,000. And then we went from 10 to 50,000, and then from 50,000 plus. Here's how it broke down as far as our voting, which we put up there on the Twitter if you follow us at Men's Room Live, and the contestants we had on Big Dummy. Number one, hands down, most people thought 50% of the population that in fact they would be worth between $1 and $1,000 with any of their friends.
Stay positive.
Yes, and that would be in cash. Number two, 1,000 to 10,000, 50,000 plus made it to third, and then it was 10K to 50K at fourth. So the majority of you, some 50%, overall 71% believes, you're probably worth between $1 and $10,000 if you happen to be kidnapped.
Well, and a big part of it is does somebody have the cash?
Right. That's what I mean. Like, you might think you're worth something. You might be very famous. But you know what? That would probably help if you were famous, because then probably be like, we got to get John Cusack out of there, man. I'll get fined. And before you know, like, GoFundMe's up to like $200,000. You must save Cusack. Like, you're like, what is this for?
You would hope kidnappers did a little research, right?
Exactly.
Like, are you sure you meant to kidnap me?
John Cusack?
I mean, fellas, I'm just saying John Cusack.
Or whoever.
Yeah.
Whoever's valuable.
Come on.
Sure. Okay, so...
Keep him.
I mean, I almost feel bad, but listen, man, we might not see him again.
I saw he was on tour doing the Say Anything tour. This is where you go and watch Say Anything, and then John Cusack sits on stage with a chair and answers questions.
Q&A?
I thought, this is pathetic.
Wow. Yeah, man, we're not seeing him again.
In the end, it was really fishbowl.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. All right. So
they kidnapped Cusack and Nicolas Cage?
Unbelievable.
8 months ago?
We are
in spite of repeated demands.
We're gonna do a little men's room poll based on some things that have happened in the news, and we'll start with this one, as we have police were called to the spot on the edge of a highway after people reported seeing a strange sight but couldn't find a man around when they arrived. Here goes the story. Officers arrived, but there was no sign of a man or his doll. The unusual sight was captured by a driver as he drove home. It is unknown if this was some kind of prank or stunt, but the fully naked man was seen apparently becoming intimate with a blow-up woman doll. He is facing the motorway, as you can see in the picture.
So is she.
Positioned behind the crash barrier with a doll balanced on top of basically the guardrail. The naked man was believed to be standing at the end of the road where there was a junction heading northbound. The driver, who wishes to be anonymous, said some people have very strange hobbies.
Yes.
They were called to the location, but yes, the man and the blow-up doll were in fact gone. The video was posted with a picture, some comments. One of the comments quite stated, ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Another added, "This will be on Pornhub later." While a third wrote, "That is one hard shoulder." A woman who drove by said, quote, "I could not believe my eyes. They were completely naked and just going for it under the street lamp right outside of what also was a school."
Oh, Jesus.
All right. So there's one story. By the way,
and they weren't going at it. No, he was going at it.
Speaking of sex dolls,
they were both naked. Like, right?
Yep.
We had sex doll. Did they ever have clothes on?
We had the story of the first sex doll brothel potentially opening in Houston, Texas.
No, that's the robot brothel.
Oh, that's the robot.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Okay. Either way,
that's where something can go really wrong.
Canada, they have sex doll brothels. They've got one that they're opened in Toronto. I'm sure you know that already, Steve. And they're putting one in Vancouver. And as Vancouver's first sex doll brothel prepares to open its doors, an economist at the University of British Columbia says similar businesses and future versions of this technology could soon be pretty well commonplace. Posters for the company called Bella Dolls recently appeared taped to streetlights around town in downtown Vancouver, depicting a well-endowed silicone-looking doll in a too small shirt and the teaser statement, "Make all your fantasies a reality." Pre-booking is available now. The business, which has a target opening for next month, would be the first in the province to rent relatively realistic sex dolls to customers at prices that start at $60 for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Who's got the job of washing the dolls?
I don't know. That has to be like work release, man.
Doll washer. Doll cleaner. Oh, man, that would just be something.
But somebody's got to do it, man. It has to be done. Somebody's got I don't care what your job is. It doesn't suck that bad.
Okay, but, the cheapest dolls are somewhere around, by the way, $7,000 to buy. Those being used in the brothels, however, are of the $12,000 variety.
Damn.
I don't know what the difference is as far as I'm sure, just like anything, you know the difference between getting into a really, really expensive car and, just a regular, bottom of the line car. So these are $12,000 dolls, $60 per half hour. They're $100 per hour, and they plan on opening in the next month. These might be for people who normally would use sex workers, but they're going to try sex dolls, maybe because they're worried about the risk of disease, maybe because they're worried about exploiting real women. Asked whether the use of sex dolls encouraged objectification. They replied, that is absolutely everywhere. We have so much online porn. We have all these girls. We have all these cameras. We have all these things. Literally, we wanted to create some type of a safe environment. Okay. So we have that. Then we have a family that we brought you earlier contacted police after a security camera caught a repairman who was sniffing the underwear in a hamper. All right. Remember that one? And we have this story here. It says, shock as Amazon delivery woman takes a crap on customer's front yard while dropping off a package. Not that package, but an actual package that they had ordered.
Dropped off double.
She also dropped off a package of our own. So on our men's room poll, we want to know what you would...
If you had to pick.
If you have to pick on what you would be busted doing, here are your options, okay? You would be busted having sex with an inflatable doll. You could be busted sniffing someone's underwear. You could also be busted kissing your first cousin, which we just think is funny. And finally, be busted pooping in your neighbor's yard. So you have to pick one that you would be willing...
We're getting busted on
You're going to get busted on one of these things. Which one would you rather take? Again, the options: sex with an inflatable doll, sniffing someone's underwear, kissing your first cousin, or pooping in a neighbor's yard. That is our men's room poll.
I've told you, inflatable sex doll every day of the week.
You're having sex with okay.
And then I said, I've kind of gone through this already.
How did you kind of go through it?
So I went... There was a group of us that used to get together, and we were like in way like upstate Pennsylvania, almost like Canada, right?
Okay.
So it's a hunting cabin. We were just there drinking and stuff, blah, blah, blah. So at nighttime, maybe I got a little day drunk. So the point is, somebody blew up a sex doll while I was kind of asleep and put it in the bed.
With you?
Yes. Somewhere in the night, I mean, there's just photos of me like making out with the doll and like.
Do you remember any of this?
You have no memory of this?
No.
And wait,
and there's a picture of like
was it really just a blow up?
Oh, no, Ted.
I swear to God.
Wait, so you're seeing these pictures, and what are you thinking? Just like, oh my God.
Yes.
Do you think they posed you?
I mean, they blew it up and put it in there like snuggling me.
Right.
And
you woke up and had your way?
Yeah, it sounds really bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now wait, did you know it was a sex doll? I don't know.
When I woke up, I'm just hugging a sex doll.
Yeah, but that'd be like hugging just like
I
a
didn't realize maybe how intense I had got with it.
Wow. Man, a window into Ted's mind. You know what? I feel worse for them. I would have had to walk away. Like, I can't watch this.
Okay.
Oh, my God, Ted, I didn't know you like that.
Yeah, luckily, I think those photos were destroyed.
Okay.
Really? Do you really believe that?
No.
In your heart of hearts, are you responsible for the destruction of photos with you getting handsy with a sex doll?
It's also Throwback Thursday, so the men's room at mensroomlive.com, just in case.
Throwback Thursday. Don't forget, ladies. Every Thursday is Throwback Thursday.
I think the only person that would have one is DB, and I feel confident of all my friends that he would have gotten rid of it.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
Yeah.
All right, the game is Big Dummy 844-999-OLA, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game.
Hello, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy! Liquor Horse. All right, Josh, welcome to the show. Are you playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober?
Team Sober. I'm on lunch.
All right, man. Josh, welcome to the show. Our men's room poll, what would you prefer to be busted doing? Having sex with an inflatable doll, sniffing someone else's underwear, kissing your first cousin, or pooping in your neighbor's yard?
Oh, pooping in my neighbor's yard.
Do you like your neighbor?
One of the left cool, one of the right not.
I think if you poop in the yard, they both won't be cool.
Every time you see your neighbor, they're going to be like, dude, there's the guy that pooped in my yard.
How much tension do you think it would cause with your neighbor if you pooped in their yard?
Yeah.
Like if they saw you poop in their yard, how bad would it be?
And you left it.
Probably pretty awkward for the rest of the time I'm there.
Yeah, I bet
Now,
it would be.
if you did poop in someone's yard, right?
Uh-huh.
But you had one of those doggy bags, you know what I mean, that you could pick up with your hand, you
Not as
tie
bad.
it off. Can someone give you a lot of grief about that? They're going to say, hey, what are you doing? You say, like, I'm cleaning up after myself.
I would, I'd be like, hey, man, try to do it in your yard next time, but I appreciate the follow through.
All right.
That's all.
Okay.
It's like anything. It's like you tell the kids, I don't care if you make a mess, clean it up. If you poop in my yard, pick it up. All right. Here is your question. Actress Joan Cusack, oddly enough, Joan Cusack, the grieving sister of the recently kidnapped John Cusack. She was the voice for what character in the Toy Story movies?
Jesse?
Oh, my God, Josh.
Oh,
That was really impressive.
means he has
What
kids
toy-
at the right age.
Yeah.
What toy was Jessie?
She showed up at Toy Story 2.
Oh.
She was the cowgirl that basically was dressed like Woody. They had never met. She showed up again in Toy Story 3. I know this because I've seen each movie over 10,000 times.
Wow.
I guess there was a love connection.
You know there was. She's a little rowdy, a little spirited, but clearly.
Did Tom hit that?
No, wait a minute. I think she liked Buzz Lightyear. Is that right? Was she down with Buzz Lightyear?
Huh?
Yeah. All right, the cowgirl.
So Buzz got that.
The cowgirl liked her, the astronaut. You know what I'm saying?
So she's dressed and it's just like
She's-
Woody, but wants Buzz.
Yeah, she wanted to. I think I got that right.
Yeah, Mike's giving it a thumbs up.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
Did Buzz?
She wanted herself a future man.
Did Buzz get that? Yes, he did. All right.
Of course he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, the game is Big Dummy.
To
844.
infinity and
Beyond.
Ride the rocket. 999 Ola. Who's our next contestant? Cowgirl style. Ready
why
to play
did
the
he
big
say
game?
it like that? To infinity.
To infinity. To infinity.
Hello, Sean. Welcome to the midroom.
John, you sober or not sober?
Oh, sober now. Won't be later.
All right, man. Sean, our men's room poll. You're going to be busted. Would you rather be busted with sex or with an inflatable doll, sniffing someone's underwear, kissing your first cousin, or pooping in your neighbor's yard?
I don't like my cousin.
Otherwise, I'd kiss that pretty mouth.
So I think I'm going to, I guess it's that. I'm going to drop a deuce.
You're going to drop the deuce.
Boy, I hate to be everyone's neighbor. Sorry, man. I was got to poop in your yard. This was the option.
I'm thinking now, like if I had to kiss a cousin, maybe I'll just kiss one of my dude cousins for comic value. It wouldn't be as weird.
Right.
Comic
For
value.
comic value, Ted. Okay. That helps you sleep at night, brother.
Get over here, Pat.
There you go.
Open up pretty mouth. All right, here's your question. At what university did Tiger Woods play collegiate golf before going pro?
Ooh. No clue on that one.
Stanford, that is correct.
The Cardinal.
The Cardinal. Yep. And they have a tree for a mascot.
I know. What's the tree's name? Piney?
Oh, dang it.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Children listening.
Yeah,
you say damn it. You got to be honest.
What is that tree's name?
It's a tree.
Wait, what tree?
We have a mascot.
It's a tree.
And the tree has a name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, his name should be Doug Fur.
Doug.
You know, I can't argue that. That's a solid name, right? Doug Fur.
I cannot believe you've never seen this before. It's the craziest thing.
I'm not familiar with the tree.
Here he is, right here.
That's their mascot?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with that?
That's stupid. That's
No,
what's wrong with that. I will say this,
tree.
Doug Fir, it's a pine tree. So it's a pine tree. It looks like Mr. Potato Head smiley face. That kind of eyes, that kind of mouth.
It's just called the redwood tree, maybe.
Great name. All right, Sean, stop interrupting us. Here is your question.
All right, I'll try.
What country's space travelers are called takonauts? So we have astronauts. Russia, Mother Russia has cosmonauts. This country has takonauts. It sounds like a cereal.
It sounds weird.
Try new takonauts.
Japan?
China.
So close.
China on the line. Hang on the line there for
More
us,
Big
Tom.
Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 844-999-OLA. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Welcome back to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Head chef coming up, Ted's Meat and Potatoes, all about celebrating Oktoberfest. As Uli from Uli's World Famous Sausage will stop by. In the meantime, the game is Big Dummy, 844-999-OLA. We've got Sean on the line. Sean, you're going for question number 3 and playing for Team Sober.
Sounds good.
I'm glad you're happy with that because that is exactly the scenario. But here is your question. What is the name of the second largest planet in the solar system?
The second largest planet. Well, Jupiter's going to be the biggest. Let's go. Uranus.
When you say that, I feel like you're actually insulting me. I don't know why. Somehow the way he said it, I felt like that was more of an F-U throw.
Is it Saturn?
It is, in fact, Saturn.
Saturn.
It is not my anus or the planet Uranus.
Fine.
Oh, are those train horns in the background?
They are train horns. I'm actually at my kid's school waiting to pick my daughters up.
You and your
there's a
kids
train
are
in the
hobos. Huh. That's crazy. A whole hobo family. All right, here is your question. What state is home to the Jackson Hole Ski Resort?
Jackson Hole Ski Resort. Mississippi.
Skiing in Mississippi is fantastic. Wyoming.
Wyoming, that is good. Yes, Mississippi.
Some of the best skiing in all of Mississippi.
What is the capital of Minnesota?
Minnesota. I should know this because I was deployed with a unit that was out of Minnesota.
Now that we all know that, now that we all know that, we're counting on you.
Oh, please don't do that. I don't know. I'm terrible with capitals.
Is it Minneapolis?
No, it is not St. Paul.
St. Paul?
St. Paul.
Seems a little unfair. I mean, they're twin cities.
Yeah, but everyone goes to Minneapolis. So they're like, you can be the capital. We'll be the place people want to
You
be.
just mail stuff to St. Paul. Back in the day, they'd be like, mail this envelope to St. Paul, Minnesota.
There's Washington, D.C., St. Paul, Minnesota, and Pueblo, Colorado.
Yeah, mail this off to some place you've never heard of.
All right. What military legend was nicknamed the Little Corporal?
The Little Corporal.
You've heard of this dude.
Little.
I don't know if I have.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have, man.
I'm going to go with something. He was making it sound so obvious. Let's go Napoleon.
Yes! There you go, Sean. Very good.
All right. I guess we did make it sound obvious.
Game is Big Dummy, 844-999-OLA.
The Little Was he known as the Little Corporal at the time? Or was it after the fact?
Well, everything I've read now is like he was pretty average height for his age.
That's
what
what I mean.
the time.
Yeah, at the time, he was of average height, right?
What?
So I feel like if you called him the Little Corporal to his face, I just don't picture that going wet.
Right, like he was short, but everybody shorter.
Not much shorter.
Yeah.
Like the little people generation.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you go to old battlegrounds, you'll see.
All right, okay.
Tiny.
I don't know if I believe that. Want to be a contestant, play Big Dummy, 844-999-OLA.
Hola! The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.
Why is there a harbor seal walking around the office?
Oh, that's our new CEO.
Come again?
Well, apparently they didn't order through EasyCater for the board meeting, and when the food didn't arrive, they kind of lost focus. Next thing you know?
We have a seal as our CEO. Did I say something wrong?
No, she just wants a mackerel. Here you go.
Bad ideas happen when there's no food for the meeting. So make sure it's on time and as ordered from more than 80,000 restaurants. How? EasyCater.
Thank you. I just got promoted.
Order 24/7 on EasyCater.com.